Hey everybody, I'm Dave Townsend. I'm a realtor here in Middle Tennessee. And I want to talk to you for a minute about what happens in Tennessee when we get a snow. And it's very unusual that we actually do this. We get a good snow, like several inches of snow, about once every 7 to 10 years. And we just had one this past week. We've pretty much been snowed in the house since last weekend when it started icing. And that's kind of what happens to start off with. The snow comes down first as ice. So it's not really snow. You get the ice layer coming down, and then a couple days later, you end up with snow packing on top of that. So that's what our current conditions are here in Middle Tennessee. As you can tell, we got quite a bit of snow and the kids have all been out playing, which has been a fun week for them. They're pretty much out of school. But what happens around here are complete shutdowns. And the reason for that is our government does not spend the extra money for something that's only going to happen every 7 to 10 years to do all this snow plowing and clearing. We pretty much just wait a couple days and it's gone. Tomorrow, the temperature is going to be in the 40s, and then Sunday on the 50s. And by next week, it's going to be completely cleared. And that's usually what happens here in Tennessee during a snowfall like this. We probably ended up with about 4 inches in places, depending upon where you are. West Tennessee, I think, got more. I'm not sure that East Tennessee got much. Not really sure on that. But here in Middle Tennessee, we get the ice, and then on top of that, the snow. So on social media, I hear all kinds of people complaining, why isn't the city getting out there to plow the roads? Why aren't they out there de-icing everything? Why aren't they doing all this stuff? And it's usually coming from people who have not been around here and don't really understand our Tennessee winters. So in Tennessee, you just wait. You just wait a couple days, you stay home, you work from home, and you stay safe. Now, what's great about that is, like down in Texas, they're having some major issues right now from all the power outages and stuff. And we have not had a single outage here at our house since it started. Our Tennessee energy system is very reliable. We've got all kinds of different power sources, from renewable energies to nuclear to all kinds of stuff, hydroelectric. So we've got a lot of different sources, and the TVA has done a fantastic job of diversifying that kind of stuff. And so today, we're not having very many problems. The only outages we tend to get are those when you have ice on power lines. And that can happen anywhere, anytime you have an ice storm. So you got to watch out for that. But otherwise, power's pretty good around here. So my advice is, if you're looking for a home in Middle Tennessee, and maybe you're from an area where you get a lot of snow, is just come down here and be patient. Enjoy the snowfall for what it's going to be, in that it's only going to last for a few days. Go out, do some sledding, spend some time with the kids outdoors, whatever it is that makes you happy when you have a snowfall like this. But just know that it's not going to clear out right away, but it's going to clear out very quickly without the government or without the city governments getting out there with their snow plows and all their equipment. There's really no point in them even spending the money on it because it goes so fast. Now, they do come out here and they will salt, they will clear the main roads, the main highways, all the thoroughfares that people are going to be traveling the most. But it's the side roads that tend to have the late clearing effect, and especially when you got shady areas, like maybe you got a whole lot of trees around, you're still going to see snowfall in those areas. Now, schools tend to let out too when we have snow events like this quite a bit. Part of the reason, obviously, you want to be safe. You don't want to have any kids on buses getting hurt because of silly car wrecks that you could have avoided. So they just stay home for that. And so far, with the advent of virtual stuff, kids are not having to do the virtual thing, so they actually get their snow days, which I think is good. They need some of that break sometimes and have something different in their lives. And snow's cool for that. No pun intended on that. But what does happen is you have this delayed effect. You'll have the main roads looking perfectly clear and for days, and you'll still get some outages for schools because the back roads and the side roads are all shade covered with trees, and the snow doesn't have the ability to melt good, which, it takes a little bit of time for it to melt. So I hope you can understand that snow days are just kind of a anomaly here in Tennessee. Our normal snow day is probably getting about an inch or two, maybe twice a winter. But snow like this happens about once every 7 to 10 years. It's a rarity, and we just have to learn to live with it and be patient with it, and be careful. Stay off the roads if you can at all stay home. Just be home and enjoy the winter. So I'm Dave Townsend. I'm a realtor here in Middle Tennessee. If you are looking for a new home in this area, all my contact info is in the description here. So just feel free to reach out, get in touch, and let's see what we can help you find. I also do a lot of new construction stuff with some custom home builders and some neighborhoods. So if you're looking for something in that vein, give me a call. Happy to help. But until next time, I'm Dave. I'll see you later.